everyone, welcome to Natural Exchange. We want to introduce you to our second semester students with Catawba College with EarMed Genomic Services. So everyone, what'd you think? I mean, that's the end of the year, and right, we get at the beginning and it's kind of like, you know, you're not sure how it's going to go. Now we're here at the very end. What do you guys think? What do you think? You have a good time? All the hands-on?
Yeah, personally I loved it. It gave me another outlet for like a career that I might want to go to. I've only thought about one career for like my whole life, and then now I have another career that I love, and very thankful to EarMed, Dr. Camacho, and everybody that supports us.
Wow, very good. Very good. What do you think about everything?
Honestly, I thought the class was really cool. I didn't have much lab experience before this class, and it definitely got me introduced to more instruments, different ways to do different things. And it also opened up more doors, just like she said, to other careers. We got to speak to other people that work here at the research campus, which I thought was awesome, and just got us connected to more people.
Great.
So that was really nice.
So that supportive, that community and all that, the new experience was really helpful for you. That's great. What do you think?
Well, I loved this class. Like, I am a freshman, and like I thought it was going to be really difficult for me, but he made it really easy for all of us and explained things really well. And I'm excited for like the new research opportunities that he's given me, and I'm excited to grow more and come back to the lab next semester as well.
That's
for
great.
Another class here.
That's great. Dr. Camacho makes it fun.
Yes.
Makes it really streamlined. Like it's not like you're working, you're having fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Natalie's a freshman, so it's going to be fun to see the next couple years how she'll progress, because it's really designed for juniors and seniors. But we didn't have a lot of seniors this year in the graduating class, so we reached into a bigger pool, which was awesome. But it's going to be fun to see how Natalie progresses, getting this experience very early on in her academic career.
What do you think about everything?
Honestly, going into it, I was really nervous because I have no lab. Well, I have some lab experience, but not like pipetting and like DNA, working with everything. But I do want to also go into research, so it kind of opened the door for me as well. And it made it much more fun with Dr. Camacho. You can tell he really loves like what he does, so he helped us a lot. And me and Natalie always talk about how like amazing of a professor you've been, and like you've helped us so much with everything. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. How about you?
Yeah, I absolutely second what everybody else has said. I think it was a really phenomenal intro to lab experience as well as just to research in general. I think especially as like a woman in STEM, it's very easy to doubt yourself and think like, I'm not smart enough to do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, being able to push past your boundaries a little bit and like stretch your wings, it was really wonderful for that.
It's great. That hands-on experience that gives you the confidence, like, I can do this. That's
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Like even just walking in and like having a lab coat and name tag and being like, I'm here, I'm doing this.
That's great. Awesome. Oh, I love to hear that. How about you, Miles?
The hands-on aspect was really beneficial. I've done a lot of pipetting before, but doing more of it, and especially like in a setting with Catawba, it was very helpful in different aspects of the class were improved me a lot, I'd say.
That's great. And you know, the future that you're looking into, what did you say your major is?
Biology.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then, you know, looking into maybe pediatrics or different things like that, that hands-on experience early on, I bet has been great for you with the pathway that you've already chosen.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. How about you?
This experience has been so great because in the other, I've taken plenty of other lab classes, but there's none others that all the other ones are like, you know what you're looking for. You've talked about it in class for a long time, and you go into the lab and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to get. Whereas with this is actual research where we know the outcome, and we still get to look deeper into like DNA, which I didn't think I'd get the chance to work with DNA at an age like this, and it's been just such a great, fun time.
That's amazing. That's so great to hear. What about you?
My experience with class is good. When I first heard that, it was only like 8 people in the class. I was like, dang, this is going to be probably extreme class. Like,
yeah.
It's going to be like, you know. But over just a few months in class, it was fun learning how to pipette, actually. Because our lab, like, we did pipetting, but it wasn't like as extreme as this class. So it was good for experience. and just everyday work with our Camacho and being patient with us. And then our whole like poster project was good too. Just always work on that every day. So it was good to have fun, and I would definitely suggest this class.
That's great, with the poster project, because you all got the experience of, keeping up with your data. And what does Dr. Camacho say? If you didn't write it down, it didn't happen, right? So it's important for your publications. So that's great. I was learning all of this new with you all. I've been in the lab with the scientists, and I know what they do, but it's not what I do. And so thank you for allowing me to come alongside you. I know that was probably a little nerve-wracking to start. Wanted to kind of ease it in there, like, you're not being watched. I'm actually, like, I'm with you. I'm fresh with you and learning it. So I'm glad that wasn't intimidating for any of you. And of course, we already knew what a rock star in Dr. Camacho we had. So we didn't have to be looking at anything he was doing, but to be heads down with you, it was really exciting to work with the DNA like that and to learn in the lab. So thank you for allowing me that experience. And so Dr. Camacho, this is your second semester of students. And, the first semester was fabulous. The second semester has been phenomenal. I don't know how you could improve it from here, but what do you think about everything as we go?
I'm very pleased. I made a couple minor adjustments between the two, and I feel like the class has gotten better. So that's great. I love hearing what they're saying right now, because there are a lot of goals, right? One of them is NGS, is next generation sequencing, is kind of the future of biology, no matter what you're doing. Whether you're in human health or environmental science, NGS has become a huge part of biological sciences. And so one of it is just introducing them to them. And now they should have the confidence, like, oh yeah, I can do that, right? Yeah. As kind of Ali was saying. So that's a really key part. The other thing is, I've been teaching for several years now, and I've been mostly adjunct here and there. And I'll get students involved with a lab, and they end up having these great lab careers. And I realized somewhere along the line that most academics don't introduce the students to that because they're not necessarily familiar with it, right? They got their bachelor's, they got their master's, their PhD, and then they ended up teaching, and they're great. They know their science and everything. But part of the goal of this club was to introduce students into this other potential career path. I go to national meetings, and they're all saying, we're having this shortage of technicians to actually get in there and generate the data, do all that clinical diagnostics. And a lot of the technicians don't have the next generation sequencing skills, right? They might have the skills for, doing a blood type or doing a gram stain with bacteria. But what we did in this class is really like the most complex type of testing in biology, in clinical biology. There's so many steps. We got to keep checking our DNA to make sure that it's of good quality and quantity. And any little thing along that way could be very detrimental to the final result. So it's a really interesting practice in quality control. And now they've all had that introduction, and hopefully they'll find a career, whether it's going into academia or whatever direction they go. Hopefully they'll take these skills with them.
Yeah, it's such a rapidly growing field of a career field and field of study. And so I can imagine the shortage has a lot to do with that. And but it's also expensive for the colleges and universities to set up a lab unique like ours. I mean, we have a setup that is state of the art, in the world. But just our heart and drive is to create and partake in initiatives like this that allow for that hands-on experience that gives the students the confidence. And I'm not surprised in what I'm hearing, so they can go directly into the career field and make a higher living wage immediately, giving them that financial security early on. And so this particular initiative was made possible by Bill and Shari Graham with Catawba College, along with our Board of Trustees with Catawba College. And so we want to give a heartfelt thank you to you at Catawba College with your votes and your approval that you trust us with your students. And now you see firsthand what their experiences are. And thank you for your financial support as you've come along Cottle Creek Capital and EarMed Genomic Services to secure this for multiple semesters to come. We also look forward to the ongoing communication on how we can expand on these types of experiences, both in the sciences and creative arts. So thank you for your continued support. And thank you all for being here with us today, and thank you for an incredible semester of fun. I'm excited to really follow your career and just see how you're doing as you progress, and then as we expand on these types of experiences, see how you can come back and help other students like you to get that hands-on experience. So thanks so much for all that you do, Dr. Camacho. We look forward to many, many, many semesters to come. So thank you for what you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blessings.